to my Mental Health and Crime channel. Today I'd like to go back to the case of the Idaho 4 and speak a bit about Ryan. He goes by DEDLY on social media. He's been quiet for a while. Ryan is very good friend is Jack Catavige from the Sigma Chi Fraternity. Jack Catavige is Ethan, his fraternity brother, who opened the GoFundMe for him at 3:30. He opened a Venmo at 3:30 too. His sister, Liz Catavige, and her friend Molly Gray were sending Venmos with the caption 3:30. We saw DM took pictures at 3:33 with the middle finger and a friend with the tongue out. 3:30 a man was seen with a mask outside 1122 King Road with a green hoodie jacket, if you remember. And at 3:33, sounds like a ritual, DM was uploading pictures on photos on Visco, VSCO. How come the police never mentioned Visco yet in any of the reports? Is that why they couldn't get to what she and Bethany Funk were uploading? Bethany Funk uses uploads on Visco too. They're using all kind of social media that night. I've spoken about Ryan before, but I wanted to come back to Ryan, this conversation today, because I think I found something that is interesting. Ryan said it was his best weekend ever. And Ryan goes by the name of DEDLY. What a name to choose. You can see this was on 15th November 2025. Just one day after the unalivings. If you see the guy on the right-hand side with the glasses and the long hair, he's the guy at the grub truck, the chubby guy at the grub truck, who Maddie and Kaylee at one point looked like they were saying something about him and laughing. He has a K-bar in his pocket. It looks like the one on the right was at the grub truck. The little one, the little short one you see next to him, I believe I saw him at the grub truck, but I'm still digging through that. This are all my thoughts, my speculations, and my opinions. I believe these guys are really important since they know Jack K. Catavige should have been investigated immediately. He opened Venmos, he opened GoFundMes, and so did Said. So Ryan is a good friend of Jack Catavige. This is one of the posters Ryan put up. He said, he posted this, and the caption is, Sigma Rule, #1. Eliminate the biggest threat in the room. That would have been Ethan. Ethan was 6'4". Ethan was the only guy in the house. And I believe they carved Ethan's legs so that he couldn't run or fight for himself, for Zana, for the other girls. In my opinion only. Ethan was tortured, and I believe he was gagged up. You have to be gagged up to be tortured. These people's lives have become too much. Doesn't even make sense. Ryan calls this art dump time. if you look properly at what he drew, it is 3 girls and 1 guy. Isn't that strange? 3 girls and 1 guy. And he got 17 likes for that. He got a like from Jack Katovich and a comment in one of his posts. So you watch his Schmurder drones and you see girls, robot-looking girls with helmets and K-bars running around and flying around. Aggressive little girls, little figures with helmets. That's all I can say. So you'll need to go and check it out so that you can understand the disturbing behavior patterns with this young man. And he's from Sigma Chi Fraternity. Best weekend ever. Ryan is the one on the left, the one who's putting up all these posts. And the other one was at the grub truck. I always thought it was Hannah Clear's brother. So these are allegedly the NERD of the schools, the nerds. I wonder if Maddie and Kaylee could have made fun of them, and Zana. These unalivings were very, very personal. Using a K-bar and such things, knives, are personal to start with. Maybe revenge, jealousy, hate, bullying, hazing, everything that was going on in this college. I wonder if Hannah Clay's brothers took revenge. They were seen that night too. It was said that Maddie or Kaylee, one of them was bullying Hannah Clay. 7 students were unalived, including Caden Young, Hudson Lindo, Hannah Clear, although it was ruled out as accident. And so was Hudson Lindo, ruled out as a accident drowning. Pay attention, every time there's a party in the fraternities, not every time, but sometimes when there's parties in the fraternities, somebody is found unalived. Different accident, allegedly circumstances. Very strange. Very, very strange. This is one of the drawings Ryan drew. Look at what the girl is wearing. You can see it says Schmurder drones, Schmurder drones, Schmurder drones. Glitch production. You'll need to check that. You will see girls, robots with robot-looking things dressed like this, like the drawing, that are very aggressive, flying around and literally beating each other, fighting each other. I can't even explain it. You'll need to watch it, others I'll get demonetized. But guys, look at the things inside the 4 glasses. It looks like organs or something. Trigger warning. Now pay attention to this picture properly. And this is what I came across. I need to show you all. I think Ryan and these boys' target was Maddie. And I'll let y'all know why. Do you see this picture, this drawing? I'm sure everyone's seen this picture before. I've showed you plenty of times. When you pay attention to what Maddie is wearing, it does look like the drawing, in my opinion. Doesn't the drawing look like, the painting look like Maddie, or the drawing? Checks. But it was Kaylee who was moving to Austin, Texas. This is strange. But this makes total sense to me. The drawing looks like Maddie in that outfit. So was Maddie the main target, or was it Kaylee? In my opinion, I believe it was Kaylee and Ethan that were the main target. Zana wasn't the main target. She just got 52 injuries because it was self-defense. Kaylee was self-defense and somebody was really targeting Kaylee. I don't believe it was only one person. I believe it was a couple of people. Kaylee's sororities were all over the grub truck that night. So you can see this picture, this drawing. So Ryan and his friends had their eye on Maddie, in my opinion. Bethany Funk would know everything because she was at the Sigma Chi fraternity. And these boys were from the Sigma Chi fraternity. She was at the party. And I think the drawing was of Maddie, not Bethany Funk, because Bethany Funk is wearing a sleeveless dress. And the drawing had a half-sleeve dress, like Maddie. But then text is written on it. If we go back to what 4chan said about the Sigma Chi fraternity boys, they had always said that Ethan, Zana, and Maddie were the main targets. They said Kaylee was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. So I wonder if Ryan was the one who had Maddie as his main target. They said they would not take any GUNS because it's too loud. Let's not forget that. But I wonder what is the fireworks Bethany Funk is talking about. That is interesting. But I really want to know why Bethany Funk did not pick up for Maddie when Maddie called her at 2:53, because let's not forget she knocked at Maddie's door and she asked Maddie if Maddie saw Murphy before that. So why did Bethany Funk go to check or help Murphy to even find Murphy? Where did she help Maddie to find Murphy? Where was Kaylee? This was about David, Barry, and David Lott. David Lott wanted Zana for himself, but I don't think that was what it was about only. It had to be about many different beefs. And I heard Ethan was running his mouth. We even heard WSU Kim saying that it was about money and drugs. So Dirty South was upset that Maddie was dating Jake and Zana was dating Ethan. He wasn't interested in Kaylee. They were going to wear baggy clothes, dispose the K-bar at Garden City. We've heard that plenty of times. 4chan sounded the most genuine, more than the police themselves. Like we heard before, the Davids were out for Zana and Ethan. Eaton called them B-U-T-T bodies, as G-A-Y. And I personally believe DM was involved. She had two targets, in my opinion, Zana and Maddie, for bullying and hazing her on Halloween night, 13 days before the quadruples. Look at Zana's hand. She must have been boxing DM on her forehead. You can see that. You have Maddie hazing DM. What is interesting is Maddie is wearing the dress that Ryan drew. Once again, she was wearing it on Halloween day. That's why I believe it's about Halloween. This was about revenge. Zan and Ethan and Maddie, I believe, were unalived by the Frats, Sigma Chi Fraternity, and AKA Alpha Kappa Lambda, I believe. This is all my opinion, but this is starting to make more sense with me. Look at the dress Maddie's wearing. And Maddie's bullying DM. DM looks really uncomfortable. DM looks like she's gagged here. Did she gag them up? Her room looked like someone was gagged up on a bed. And you can see Zana has a phone device on her leg, on her thigh. I think Zana recorded this 13 days before the quadruples on Halloween, and Maddie put it up. It's still on Maddie's TikTok. I can't play it because it's the most vulgar song, but it's about you. She says something like, you effing manipulator, you effing liar. I wonder why. Don't wear this clothes again, or something like that. That's what Maddie is telling DM. So keep that dress in mind. It's the same dress. Why wasn't Jack Katovich investigated for the GoFundMe he opened for Ethan so quickly? Why wasn't his friend Ryan investigated for the drawings, especially since it looks so similar to the dress Maddie has on? And the fact that Ryan is saying the best weekend ever, and Jack K liked it. So I believe it is the same dress. What was Ryan's beef? With Kaylee? Is my question. It is the same dress. I believe DM was really, really upset with what Maddie and Zana did to her at Halloween. Let me know, guys, what y'all think. This is what I've been working on for the last couple of days. The dress looks very similar to the dress that Maddie is wearing, and I find it very strange. And then we have the Halloween incident, which all the nonsense could have started from. You can see the DM, his forehead is swollen, really inflamed, and so is Zana's hand. So I think Zana punched her. We can see Maddie sitting on DM, and she looks like she's pouring alcohol, hazing her. And DM looks gagged in the other room. There has been so many cases of hazing in this college. That is shocking. And WSU, university next to them, the Washington Pullman. There has been so many accidentally deaths that it doesn't make sense. These students have been getting away with bad behavior. I don't think it's anyone from the outside that came and did these horrific crimes. They could have got help, for sure. But I really, really believe it was the frats. Obviously, when you get away with Hudson Lindo, may rest in peace, and Hannah Clear and Caden Young, they just went for four more. Oh, Caden was right after the four. Pay attention. The university has everything to do with this. They knew their students were up to no good, and they were sweeping it under the rug, in my opinion. Why was Jack Catridge opening the GoFundMes for Ethan and Venmos? Why? Let me know what you think, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. May the victims rest in peace.